Hello everyone, welcome to another Stinger review video. Today I'm going to talk about a game which was already in my Stinger report for week 39 of 2022. For those who are new here, I should probably mention that I make videos about new game releases called Stinger reports. You should definitely check those out if you want to be informed about the newest games coming out. The game I'm reviewing today is called The Fridge is Red, and I want you to know that I received it for free from the publisher TinyBuild after I requested it for streaming purposes for this year's Halloween. And because I review most of the games I finish, I would love to share some thoughts about this game with you as well. I have mixed feelings about The Fridge is Red. It's a short game with around 4 to 6 hours of gameplay. It's not a masterpiece in any way, but it is also not a complete garbage and waste of your time. The game contains 6 stories that are interesting, but quite confusing. You will understand them a bit better after finishing them and then after connecting all the pieces of all 6 episodes together. You realize that there is a very tragic story hiding behind all that happenings. It made me feel very sad in the end, but I wish that the developer was able to slowly awaken the sadness in the end of each episode to gradually affect the emotional state of players. Unfortunately, it didn't happen in my case. The short videos at the end of each episode didn't make me feel much. The art style and visual aspects of the game were exactly what I would expect from a small indie developer. Sometimes it was hard to look at my screen for a longer period of time. I get it that they wanted it to feel like a retro horror game, but it turned out to be an explosion of colors murdering my eyes in some of the very extreme cases. I couldn't even see where I was going, how strong the color intensity was, especially in Chapter 4. You probably want to know how scary the game is. Well, it's not really scary at all. It's creepy at best. The game has a couple of jump scares, but they were not that great. I'm an easily spooked person, famous for my screams, but I was getting more spooked by my Twitch alerts during my streams than by anything in the entire game. The gameplay has some variety in each chapter. You get different objectives and a bit different game mechanics, searching for clues, walking, running, sneaking, solving puzzles, even driving in one of the chapters. I got stuck a couple of times not knowing what to do. I think it was partly because of the art style, making it difficult to see details, partly because of bugs, and also partly because the game doesn't hold your hand. If you don't enjoy running in maze-like environments, trying to find the right way, don't even bother getting this game because there is a lot of it. I ran into a game-breaking bug in Chapter 4, which is the chapter with driving. The mission objectives would randomly change to things I already did before, leaving me confused about what my current objective is. Returning to the last checkpoint made it even more confusing, because then I really had no idea what was already done and where I am in the story now. At some point I was getting killed even when I did everything as it should be done. I got quite desperate there because I tried everything with the same result. I was dead, game over. I decided to start from an unknown checkpoint. At some point, it took me a while to figure out how to continue from there, but when I got to the part where I was dying a lot before, it worked out on the first try and I finally survived and could continue playing again. Unfortunately, game-breaking bugs like that really kill the immersion, so it was the worst chapter for me. All things considered, I had fun playing The Fridge is Red. It reminded me a little bit of a game called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, where the main character's mental state and suffering influences the things we see and experience in the game. I would definitely recommend it to all fans of indie retro horrors and creepy walking simulators which don't hold your hand, but only if the developer changes all the very extreme color environments into something a little bit less intense for our eyes and also fixes bugs, especially the game-breaking ones. But remember, it is a very special game for a very specific audience. So if you are an average gamer who enjoys waypoints, clear objectives and a lot of hand holding, you should really make sure that you are aware of what you are getting here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you can share them with me and my community in the comment section below. Take care everyone, and I will hopefully see you very soon in another Stinger review. Ta-da, tiddy, to-do! Stingers up!